So now we will discuss deletion in doubly linked list. So there are three cases: deletion at the beginning, deletion at the, sorry, let me correct it, deletion at the end. So now we are going to discuss this deletion operation in doubly linked list. So there are three cases for deletion operation in doubly linked list. First case is deletion at the beginning. Second case is deletion at the end, and the third case is deleting node with some specified value. Okay, see, all the nodes have some value. So in this case we will check which node matches the specified value. So the node which matches the specified value, we have to delete that particular node. But previously, when we were deleting nodes from any linked list, so we were actually deleting a node after a particular node position, or we were deleting a node at a particular node position. But here, this case I am saying deleting node with specified value. That means here we are not considering the position of the node. We are considering here value of the node, right? Is that clear? Are you getting me?
सर मतलब जो डाटा वो स्टोर किया है वो वाला।
डेटा जहाँ पे मैच करेगा, डेटा को मैच करना है, डेटा जहाँ पे मैच करना है उसी नोड को डिलीट करना है। और ये चीज तुम जो हमने पहले देखा है सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट में भी देखा है, वहां पे भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है ना, वहां पे भी कर सकते हो, सेम लॉजिक होगा। मतलब किस नोड को डिलीट करना है, मतलब जहाँ पे मैच कर रहा है वैल्यू, तो वहां तक कैसे जाना है, वो लॉजिक सबके लिए सेम होता है, ठीक है ना। अब यहाँ पर हम वही डिस्कस करेंगे, जिस नोड का वैल्यू मैच कर रहा है उसी नोड को डिलीट करना है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। ओके
यस सर।
okay, so now let us start. Yeah, so the first case is deletion at the beginning of a doubly linked list. Now this is the doubly linked list, you can see it is having two nodes. Okay, now yes, we want to delete the beginning node, the first node. Here in this case, the first node is this one. Okay, and this is the second node. Now see, in the old scenario, you see, this head was pointing to this node because this was the first node, and this node was pointing to this node, and all the nodes are having three fields. Okay, two pointer fields are there, next field and previous field. And earlier, when this node was the first node, this was the next field which was pointing to this node, and this was the previous field which was pointing to null value. Okay, this was containing null value. Okay, now if you want to delete this node, so after deletion of this node will become the first node. Okay, now if this node will become the first node, what will happen, this head will now point to this node. So this will be the new link, head will point to this node now, and this field, this previous field of this node should point to null value. So this will become null value. Okay, in this case actually two nodes are there. Okay, and this is the last node. Okay, so if you delete this first node, and there will be only one node in this doubly linked list. Okay, and this is the first and last node. It will be the first and last node. And we know that if the node is a first and also last node in a doubly linked list, then the next field is null and the previous field also null. Okay, you can see here ptr equals to head we are doing here because we are assigning the first node address to this ptr, and so that we will free this memory. So ptr equals to head because head contains first node's address, this node's address we are assigning to ptr. Now this head should point to this node, so head equals to head arrow next. Okay, now head arrow next means what, this node's address. Okay, so that we are assigning here, so head equals to head arrow next, and then this field. Okay, so this field will be null value, because this will be the first node now. So this field, this previous field of the first node will be the null value. So that is done here. Head arrow previous equals to null, right? And then after that we can just free the memory that is allocated to the previous first node. Okay, so this one free pt. So this way we can delete this first node. Okay, and now this node will become as the first node. Okay, any question? Any question, students? Okay, since there is no question, I'm moving to the next slide. Yes. So this is the algorithm for deletion at the beginning of a doubly linked list. So first of all, we are checking if the head is null. If the head is null means what?
Empty
Empty list.
doubly linked
Okay.
Empty
So
list.
list.
just write this message right under flow. Okay. You cannot delete. Right. Then go to 6. Step 6. Step 6 means exit. Okay. Else set ptr equals to head. Okay. So ptr equals to head means what? We are storing first node's address in the ptr. Okay. And then we are making the head to point to the next node. Okay. So here head equals to head arrow next. Okay. Then set head previous equals to null, because that node will become the first node now. Okay, so head previous equals to null we did, and then free ptr and then exit. So this is the algorithm for deletion at the beginning of a doubly linked list. Okay, then c function for deletion at the beginning of a doubly linked list is here. You can see this is the name of the function, void beginning delete. Then just the ptr pointer declared struct node star ptr, then checking whether the linked list is empty or not. If head is null, then empty. So if it is null, then you just print this message under flow. Else if there is if there are two nodes, okay, we are also checking this condition. If there are two nodes, okay, so else if the head next equals to null, else if the head next equals to null, then what to do? Sorry, this is the case where there is only one node. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is for only one node. There is only one node, then what will happen? If you delete that single node, then the list will become as empty list, right? The first
Yes.
case, this one, this head equals null means null list. Second one is there is only one node. If there is only one node, if you delete that one node only, then what will happen? The list will become the null node. So that is checked here. Else if head next equals to null. So head next equals to null means what? There is only one node. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So else if head next equals null means there is only one node. So if there is only one node, then what to do? Just delete that and make the list as empty list. So how to make it empty list? Head equals null. Just do it. Head equals to null. Okay, and then free head. Okay, free the memory. Then you print this message. Else, this else is means there are more number of nodes in the doubly linked list. So if that is the case, then what to do? ptr equals to head. That means the first node address is stored in ptr, and then head equals to head next, and then head previous equals to null, and then free ptr, and then you just display this message. Okay. So this is the C function for deletion at the beginning of a doubly linked list. We are taking here three cases. First case is the linked list is empty. Second case is there is only one node, and third case is there are more number of nodes, more than one nodes, right? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next operation is deletion in doubly linked list at the end. Okay, so now you see here in this diagram there are two nodes. Okay, so this is the last node. So deletion at the end means we will delete this last node. So before deleting the last node, we have to go to the last node. So you have to traverse the list. Okay, starting from the first node, you have to traverse the list and go to the last node. So how to do that? We can use a temporary pointer temp. So temp will start traversing from the first node and it will go to the last node. Now you see temp is pointing to this last node. Okay, that means the last node's address is present in temp. Now if you want to delete this last node, then what will happen? Tell me. What will happen?
सर अगर लास्ट नोड को डिलीट करना है तो
हाँ
उसका जो पहला वाला नोड होगा
हाँ, ये वाला
उसका नेक्स्ट वैल्यू को नल करेंगे।
नल करेंगे, तो इसका पहला वाला नोड का नेक्स्ट को कैसे क्या एक्सेस करोगे?
सर टेम्प प्रीवियस
Yes,
नेक्स्ट।
temp previous next this one, you see, temp previous next equals to null. That is done here. Okay, so this becomes null, and then what to do? Just free the memory allocated to this temp. Okay, just release this memory, free temp. Okay, clear?
यस सर।
Okay. Now the question is how to come to this node while traversing. What condition we should use in a loop so that we can come to this last node? So what's the condition we can use?
सर while temp not equals to null।
While temp not equals to null, yes, so we can do that. So yes, that is temp next. Okay,
या
while
यस सर।
temp next not equals to null. Okay, so this one, temp is pointing to this node, so temp is having some value, this node's address. Okay, but we have to check temp next. This field is what? Temp next. This one is temp next. Okay, so while temp next is not equals to null, so we have to repeat. So this is the algorithm. If head equals to null, this is the underflow case. Okay, then go to step 7 and exit. Then step 2, set temp equals to head, because we'll start from the first node. So set temp equals to head, and then repeat step 4. Step 4, we have to repeat while temp next not equals to null. That means while we are not reaching the last node, you repeat. So what to do? Just update this. Move the temporary pointer to point to the next node. So how to do that? This way. Set temp equals to temp arrow next. Okay. Set temp equals to temp arrow next. So we have to do this till this condition is satisfied. Okay. While temp arrow next not equals to null, while this condition is satisfied, you just do this set temp equals to temp arrow next. Okay. So here this is the end of the loop, and when this loop will be terminated, this temp will point to the last node. Okay, so temp will be at the last node position. Now we have reached the last node position. Then what to do? Just make the uh, last node's previous node. Okay, I mean the next field of the last node's previous node as null. So how to do that? This way: set temp equal set temp arrow previous arrow next equals to null. So that is done here. Okay, and then just free temp and exit. So this is the algorithm. Okay, is that clear? Any question? Okay, so now let's move to the C function. Oh, yes, this is the C function for deletion in doubly linked list at the end. Linked list at the end. Okay, this is the function name, and this is the empty list condition. If head equals to null, then you just print this underflow message. And this one, this condition is for one node. If the doubly linked list is having only one node, this one node list, then you just delete that node and make the list as empty list and free the memory. And this case is if there are more number of nodes, more than one nodes are there in the doubly linked list, then what to do? You have to traverse the list. So how to traverse? Just start here. PTR equals to head, and then you check this condition while PTR arrow next not equals to null, then you do this. I mean, move the PTR pointer to point to the next node. So PTR equals to PTR arrow next. You do this until this condition is satisfied. And when this condition is will be terminated, I mean this condition will false, then at that time PTR will point to the last node. Then we have to delete that last node. So when we'll delete that last node, the previous node of that node should point to null value. I mean the next field of the previous node of this node should be null value. So how to do that? By this PTR arrow previous arrow next equals to null. Okay, so this way we can make the second last node as the last node, and then free the PTR. So free PTR and print this message. Okay, so this is the function for deletion in doubly linked list at the end. Okay. Then the last operation is deletion of the node having given data. Okay, Suppose we want to delete this node, PTR, and this PTR's data value is matching the value that we are searching, right? And then if you delete this node, then what will happen? This node, if you delete PTR, see here in this case, we have to move this PTR pointer to the node whose value is matching, and then we have to use another pointer, let it be temp. So this temp should point to the previous node of that node. Is that clear? We have to use two pointers here. Okay, the first pointer should point to the node whose value is matching, that we want to delete that node. So that node PTR should point to that particular node, and another pointer we have to use that should point to the previous node of that node. So that is temp. Okay, so now if you delete this node, because this node's value is matching, okay, so if you delete this node, then what will happen? This node should point to this node now. Okay, and here this field, this is now, this node is pointed by temp. Now temp next means this field should contain address of this node, and this field is actually this node's previous field. This should contain address of this node. So this should be done. Okay, so this is the new link after deleting this. Okay, and this node's address should be stored here in PTR. Okay, so see how that is done. So temp is pointing to this node. So temp next equals to PTR next, because PTR is pointing to this node. So temp next equals to PTR next. That means here this field will contain this node's address, and then PTR next arrow previous. So PTR next means this, arrow previous means this field. So this should contain this node's address, and this node's address is printed in temp. Okay, so that is done here, and then free PTR. Okay, so that is memory is released. Okay, so how to do that? You see, this is the algorithm for deletion of the node having given data. So first of all, check whether the list is empty or not. So if it is empty, you just print this message underflow. Otherwise, you have to traverse the list, okay, till you get the specified value node. Okay, so how to do that? Just use a temporary pointer. So set temp equals to head, and then repeat step 4. Step 4 is this one. We are moving, I mean, temp is pointing to the next node. So repeat step 4 while temp arrow data not equals to item. So item is actually the data value that we are searching, and temp arrow data, it is the data field of the node pointed to by this temporary pointer temp. So this temp is pointing to all the nodes we are traversing, from first node to the last node. I mean first node to till we get that specified node value. Okay, so that is done here. So while temp arrow data is not equals to item, then you do this, set temp equals to temp arrow next. Okay, and then set PTR equals to temp arrow next. Okay, and then set temp arrow next equals to PTR next, then set PTR next equals to PTR next previous equals to temp. Okay, and then free PTR. So this is what we did here, this one. Okay, any question? I think your time is over, so we will discuss. Now I'll discuss deletion of the node having given data in a linked list. So in order to do this, we have to traverse the list from first node to the node where the given data is matching, and then we can delete the node. So this operation can be done in a single linked list or in a double linked list also. So in any linked list, this can be done. And till now, the deletion operation of any node that we have discussed in single linked list, that we have discussed only uh, by considering the position of the node. So we were deleting after a given node, or delete a node uh, at a certain position, at a specified position. So these things we have done. But this concept, this deletion of the node having given data. So here in this case, you have to delete the node where a given data is matching. That means the data field of the node you have to match. You have to search for a node whose data field is matching with the given data, and after that you can delete that node. And this can be done in singly linked list and doubly linked list also. Okay. So now let us discuss this in a doubly linked list. So this is a doubly linked list. It is having three nodes. This is node 1, node 2, and this is the last node, third node. And the node 1's data field is 10, node 2 data field is 20, and node 3's data field is 30. And we want to delete a node with some given data value. Suppose we want to delete this node. We want to delete the node whose data value is 20. So this node's data value is 20, and we want to delete this node. Now how to do this? So here we have to use two pointers, and then we have to traverse the list starting from the first node. Starting from the first node, we'll start traversing the list, and then we will check the data field of each node whether its value is matching with the given data or not. So wherever the given data value is matched with the data field of the node, then we can delete that node. So first of all, we have to traverse the list, and we have to use here two pointers. You can see here two pointers we have used. The first pointer we have used temp, and the next pointer is PTR. So the PTR pointer should point to the node where the value is matching, where the data field value is matching, and the temp pointer should point to the previous node of that node. Is that clear? We should move these two pointers in such a way that this PTR pointer should point to the node where the data field is matching, and this temp pointer should point to the previous node of that. So this situation we have to go. Okay. And then we can delete this node which is pointed by the PTR pointer. Right? Are you getting me or not? In this case, you can see PTR is pointing to this node with the value 20, and temp is pointing to the previous node of that. So now here, if we want to delete this node, then after deleting this node, what will happen? This node should point to this node. Yes or no? So this field is temp next. This field is temp next. So temp next should point to which node? It should point to this node. So how to access this node's address? This node's address you can access by using this PTR next. So PTR next means, so this field contains this node's address. So you have to assign that temp next equals to PTR next. So this way you can update this value. Similarly, this value, how to update this value? This is the previous field of this node. So this field should contain address of this node. So this node's address is present in temp. So you can do that. You see. So this field can be accessed by using this PTR arrow next, arrow previous. So PTR arrow next means this node, arrow previous means this field of this node equals to temp. Why temp? Because temp contains address of this one. So this way, this previous field of this node is updated, and this next field of this node is also updated. Okay, and this is deleted. This node is deleted. And after deleting this node, we can release the memory allocated to this node by using this free function. So free PTR, because PTR contains address of this node. Okay. So first of all, we have to traverse the list, and we have to move the pointer PTR to point to the node where the data value is matching, and then this temp pointer need to be brought to one node before that node. Okay, before that particular node, you have to move this temp pointer. So how to do that? You see here, that is done. First, PTR equals to head is assigned because we'll start from the first node and first node's address is present in head. So PTR equals to head is done. And then we're checking while PTR arrow data is not equals to val. What is val? Val is the value that we are matching actually, the data item value. Okay. So here in this case, the value is 20. So where the 20 is not matching, then we have to um, we have to keep moving this pointer temp and PTR. Okay, we have to update this value point temp and PTR. You see, while PTR next PTR arrow data not equals to value. So you start from here. Okay, so PTR is now pointing to head. So PTR arrow data means how much here in this case? How much?
So 10.
10. So and value is 20. Okay, so is it satisfied?
No, sir.
Means it is, this condition is satisfied, means val is not data, that is here. So PTR arrow data not equals to val, so this condition is satisfied, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this condition is satisfied because PTR arrow data is 10 and val is 20 and this is not matching, so that means this condition is satisfied. And if this condition is satisfied, if this condition is true, then what to do? We are assigning temp equals to PTR. Okay, temp equals to PTR we are doing. So in temp we are assigning value of PTR. So value of PTR is address of this node and temp is also assigned this node's address. So temp equals PTR. And then what we are doing? We are doing PTR equals to PTR next we are doing. That means now PTR will point to this node. Okay, so PTR equals to PTR arrow next. So PTR arrow next means what? This field. So this field means address of this. Okay, so address of this is assigned to PTR. That means now PTR is pointing to this node. Now PTR comes to here. Okay, so after the first iteration, PTR comes to this position. That means PTR is pointing to this node and temp is pointing to this node. Okay, now you check if PTR equals to null. So why we are doing this one, this condition? This is used because by traversing this way, if PTR comes to this last node, okay, and PTR, if PTR equals to null, then what? The node is not found. Okay, if PTR equals to null, then the node is not found. Okay, so we can print that message. Okay, so now here you see PTR is pointing to this node now. Okay, now again come here, right? So you check here, PTR arrow data is not equals to value. Is this condition satisfied? Now, in the
No, sir.
second iteration, no. That means the loop will be terminated. Okay, so the loop will be terminated now, and PTR is now pointing to this node, and the value is here matching 20. Okay, now PTR is here and temp is here. Now we can delete this node, and for deleting we can use this. So temp arrow next. So if you want to delete this node should point to this node and this node should point to this node and this will be deleted. So how to do that? This way, temp arrow next equals to PTR arrow next. Okay, so temp arrow next, this field will be PTR arrow next. PTR arrow next means this node's address that will be assigned here. Then PTR arrow next arrow previous, that means this field. So this field equals to temp, that means this node's address is assigned here, and then pre-PTR. Pre-PTR means this memory will be released. Memory for this node will be released. Okay. So this way we can delete a node having a given data. Okay, so this can be done for a singly linked list also. Okay, is that clear, students? Or any doubt? Hmm? Hello, students.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the C function for the same operation is given here. You can see the C function for deletion of the node having given data. Okay, in a doubly linked list. So this is the function name, and here pointer declared, ptr and temp, two pointers declared, and then val is the is for the value, and here message displayed. Okay, enter the value which you want to delete, and then scanf function used to take that value. Then ptr equals to head. For traversing from the first node, we use this ptr equals to head. Then while ptr row data not equals to val, then what to do? Temp equals to ptr, and then ptr equals to ptr arrow next. And then we are checking if ptr equals to null. So when this condition will come, when you reach the last node, but still the data field is not matching. So this is that condition. In that case, you can just print this message that element not found, okay, and return. Else, else means you found the data, okay, and the data is found. See, ptr arrow data equals to val we found, and then ptr arrow next equals to null. So this is actually for the last node. Ptr arrow next equals to null. This means what? We are at the last node, but yeah, we are at the last node and the data value is matching at the last node only. Okay, then what to do? We can delete the node, and when you are deleting the last node, then what should be done? The second last node will become now the last node, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how to do that? So when ptr is pointing to the last node, then second last node is pointed by temp. So you have to do this temp arrow next equals to null. You have to do, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is done here, and then free ptr. Then else. Else means that is not the neither that is the last node nor that is the this condition is satisfied. Okay, so that is the any intermediate node. So in that case, what to do? You have to do this temp arrow next equals to ptr arrow next. Okay, and then ptr arrow next arrow previous equals to temp, and then print this message free ptr. So this condition, this thing is this one we just discussed. Okay, but this condition is for the last node, if the node is matching at the last node. Okay, and when you are deleting the last node, then you have to do some more things for pointer adjustment, yes or no? Okay, is that clear, friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now we will discuss circular linked list. So circular linked list is a variation of linked list in which the last node points to the first node. So it is a circle like structure. Okay, the last node will point to the first node in the linked list, and there are two cases here. Uh, Circular singly linked list. So this is in the singly linked list. Okay, and then circular doubly linked list. So we will discuss these two cases now. First of all, we will discuss this one, the first one, circular singly linked list. Now let us discuss that.
सर
Yes,
सर हम लोगों का डबली लिंक लिस्ट में रिवर्सल ये नहीं है
reversal.
सर रिवर्सिंग द एड्रेस जैसे सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट में था
You can do that. You can do that. Here it is very easy because we have the previous pointer. Yes or no?
ओके सर
So now we will discuss the first case, that is circular singly linked list. Okay. Now this is the diagram for a circular singly linked list. You can see here. Uh, this is the first node, this is second node, and this is the third node, and this one is the last node. Okay. Now you see this last node's next field. You can see last node's next field. It contains address of the first node. That means the last node is pointing to the first node. Now you can see here. So if last node is pointing to the first node, so what does it mean? It means the next field of the last node will contain address of the first node. Yes or no? And address of first node is present where? Where it is
Sir,
present?
in
Huh?
head.
In head. Okay. So this last node's next field should contain this head. Okay. So this is your circular singly linked list. Okay. You can see it is a circle-like structure. Okay. So the next pointer of the last node points to the first node. Okay. This is circular singly linked list. Now we will discuss the create operation of a circular singly linked list with single node. So here we will create a circular singly linked list with one node. Okay. Now how to do that? You can see here. You can see in this diagram. This is a circular singly linked list with one node. So this is the one node. Single node is there here. Okay. And this is the data field. This is next field. Head is pointing to this node. Okay. And this is the first node and last node also. Okay. Since we are creating a circular single list linked list with only one node, with single node, that means here the this one is the first node and also last node. And this next field of this node should contain what? Can you tell me? Next field of this node should contain what?
Sir, address of head.
Address of head or address of this first node?
Yes, sir,
Address
first node.
address of first node, and address of first node is present in head. Head is a pointer. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this next field of this node should contain the address of this first node, and address of first node is present in head. So whatever is present in head, that will be present here in next field. Okay. So you can see how that is done. This is the structure of the linked list, singly linked list, struct node in data, struct node star next, and this is the pointer to the structure, struct node star head. Okay. Now here the node is created and memory is allocated using malloc function. You can see struct node star ptr equals to struct node star malloc size of struct node. Okay. And we are checking here if memory is not available, then ptr will be null, so node is not created. You can just print this message overflow. Else uh, memory is allocated, the node is created and memory is allocated, then what to do? Ptr arrow data equals to item. We have to assign the value, data value, this item value that was assigned. Then head equals to ptr, because head will point to this node. Okay, this is the first node created and the head should point to this, so head equals to ptr we have to do, because head contains address of this node, so head equals to ptr. Then ptr next, ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay, because this is done. Ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay, and then just print this message, node is inserted or created. Okay, so this is the create operation in a circular singly linked list with single node. Okay. Any question? Any question, students?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we'll discuss the traverse operation in circular singly linked list. So traverse means we'll visit the uh, linked list from first node to the last node. Okay. Uh, can you tell me now uh, how to identify the last node in a circular linked list? Can you tell me? Tell me.
Sir, if the last node next field points to the uh, first node of the linked list.
Yes. So can you write that? I mean, can you tell that statement?
सर अगर लास्ट नोड पीटीआर हुआ तो
Hmm.
ptr arrow next equals to ptr arrow next equals to head.
Yes, very good. So this is the last node condition. Ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay, because head contains address of first node. Remember. Okay. So here in this case we are using temp instead of ptr. We are using temp. You can see. Okay. So here for traversing, uh, we can use a loop. Okay, and start from the first node, and first node address is present in head. Okay. So temp will be assigned head, and then we'll move the pointer temp. We'll do temp equals to temp next. We'll do till temp next is not equals to head. Yes or no? Till temp next is not equals to head, we'll run this loop. Yes or no? We'll execute the loop. Okay. So that is done here. You can see this is the function name. Okay, and we're starting from the head. Ptr equals to head. Okay. Yes, here we are using ptr. Okay, ptr equals to head, and if head equals to null means what? If head equals to null means what? Tell me.
Sir, empty list.
Empty list. So nothing to print. Okay. Else. In else part, we will print. We'll visit the node. Okay. We'll visit all the nodes because in traverse operation, what's the meaning of traverse? We'll visit all the node once and process. Yes or no? So visit the first node, okay, second node, third node, and go up to last node. So till we go to the last node, okay, we have to visit all the nodes. So we have to use this condition while ptr arrow next not equals to head. जब तक ये कंडीशन मतलब जब तक हेड तक नहीं पहुंचते हैं, पीटीआर आर नेक्स्ट नॉट इक्वल्स टू हेड मतलब क्या, लास्ट नोड तक जब तक नहीं पहुंचते हैं, ठीक है. सो व्हाइल पीटीआर आर नेक्स्ट नॉट इक्वल्स टू हेड, व्हाट टू डू, प्रिंट द वैल्यू, डेटा वैल्यू. सो प्रिंट पीटीआर आर डेटा. Okay, so data value is printed, and then what we are doing, ptr equals to ptr next. Then again we are checking ptr arrow next is not equal to head. This condition is satisfied or not. Okay, so this condition will be satisfied till we reach the last node. So when you reach the last node, then this condition will not be satisfied. This will be terminated. This loop will be terminated. Yes or no? So till that we uh, would have printed all the data values of the nodes. Okay, so this is how we can traverse the circular singly linked list. Okay, is that
सर
clear?
सर
Yes, please.
while लूप के बाहर एक प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट फिर क्यों है?
यहाँ पर
यस सर.
हाँ, क्योंकि ये वाला जो है पीटीआर आरो नेक्स्ट नॉट इक्वल्स टू नल, मतलब ये क्या, ये कहाँ तक जाएगा?
लास्ट नोड तक.
लास्ट नोड तक जाएगा. ठीक से देखो, पीटीआर आरो नेक्स्ट मतलब पीटीआर आरो नेक्स्ट नॉट इक्वल, अगर इक्वल टू नल हो गया तो क्या होगा? लास्ट नोड.
हाँ सर.
पीटीआर आरो नेक्स्ट अगर इक्वल टू हेड हो गया तो दैट इज लास्ट नोड, ठीक है ना. लेकिन यहाँ नॉट इक्वल्स टू क्या है? हेड है. मतलब क्या, कहाँ तक जा पाएंगे हम लोग इसमें? कहाँ तक जा पाएंगे?
सर सेकंड लास्ट नोड तक.
यस, सेकंड लास्ट नोड तक जा पाएंगे. लेकिन हमें ट्रैवर्स में क्या करना है? पूरा सारा का सारा नोड प्रिंट करना है, विजिट करना है. तो इस कंडीशन को यूज करके हम सेकंड लास्ट नोड तक पहुंच सकते हैं. लेकिन हमें लास्ट नोड भी तो चाहिए ना, तो वो वाला यहाँ कर सकते हैं. देखो पीटीआर आरो डेटा. हाँ, यहाँ पर एक ले लेते हैं एग्जांपल. ठीक है, ओके, ये वाला. ठीक है. सो वी स्टार्टेड हियर फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है. तो अभी टेम्प इक्वल्स टू हेड कर रहे हैं. टेम्प हो या पीटीआर हो, कुछ भी ले लो. यहाँ से शुरू करेंगे और इसका नेक्स्ट फील्ड हेड नहीं है. फिर इधर आएंगे, इसका नेक्स्ट फील्ड हेड नहीं है. ठीक है ना. उसका क्या करेंगे, इसका नेक्स्ट फील्ड हेड नहीं है. ठीक है ना. तो यहीं तक पहुंच गए, ठीक है। उसके बाद ये वाला वैल्यू प्रिंट करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, उसको प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, ये वाला। इसमें ptr on नेक्स्ट नॉट इक्वल्स टू हेड करके सेकेंड लास्ट नोड तक पहुंच गए, ठीक है ना। जब सेकेंड लास्ट नोड तक पहुंच गए, वहीं तक रह गए, उसके बाद क्या कर रहे हैं, ये देखो ptr इक्वल्स टू ptr on नेक्स्ट भी कर लिए। अभी क्या कर रहा है, अभी क्या कर रहा है देखो, ptr इक्वल,
लास्ट नोड को पॉइंट करेगा।
हाँ ये वाला लास्ट नोड को पॉइंट कर रहा है, ठीक है ना। लेकिन उससे पहले हम ये जो प्रिंट कर किए, ये कौन सा प्रिंट किए हैं, सेकेंड लास्ट नोड का
सेकंड
डेटा
लास्ट।
वैल्यू प्रिंट कर लिए, ठीक है ना। उसके बाद ये पीटीआर को मूव कर रहे हैं लास्ट नोड को, ठीक है ना। तो उसके बाद यहाँ इधर आ रहे हैं, यहाँ चेक कर रहे हैं, ये कंडीशन फॉल्स हो रहा है, फॉल्स हो रहा है मतलब इधर नहीं आएंगे, ठीक है ना, इधर नहीं आएंगे। अभी क्या इधर जाना है स्टेटमेंट में, तो यहाँ पर हम लास्ट नोड का डेटा को प्रिंट कर सकते हैं, ये वाला पीटीआर आर डेटा। अभी समझ में आया।
यस सर।
So this is the traverse operation in a circular singly linked list. Now we'll discuss the insertion operation into a circular singly linked list at the end. Okay, so we'll insert at the end of a circular singly linked list. Now you can see here, this is the diagram of a circular singly linked list, and originally it had the two nodes, first node, second node, okay, and this was the last node. Now we are inserting a new node here at the end. That means this node we are inserting. So this is the node we are inserting at the end, okay. Now how to do that? So here we have to traverse the list starting from the first node, and we have to go to the last node, and then we can insert the new node, okay. So how to traverse? We can traverse this way, you can see, start from the head. So temp equals to head, and then while temp arrow next not equals to head, while temp arrow next not equals to head, temp equals to temp next we have to do. So this way we can, this temp pointer can move to the last node, okay. So when this condition is false, at that time temp will come to this node, and then after reaching this we can insert this node. So how to do that? This ptr, yes, this node is created, okay, this new node is created, and this new node's address is present in the pointer ptr, okay. This new node is created, and this new node's address is present in ptr. And now tell me, after this node is inserted into the list, what will be the value of the next field of this node? Tell me.
Sir, head.
Head. So how to write that? ptr arrow next equals to head, okay. ptr arrow next equals to head, okay. And then this field value, what should be this field value, this field
पीटीआर का एड्रेस स्टोर करेगा।
ptr का एड्रेस स्टोर करना है, तो कैसे लिखें उसको, temp
टेम्प
arrow
नेक्स्ट
next
इक्वल्स
equals to
पीटीआर।
ptr, बस ये हो गया, ठीक है। So this way you can insert a new node in the circular singly linked list at the end, okay. Any question?
नो सर।
So this is the C function for insertion into a circular singly linked list at the end, okay. uh, Here node is created, okay, and then we are checking if the memory is available or not, or node is created or not. So if node is not created, just print this message, okay, overflow. Else ptr data equals to item is done, okay. ptr data is item. So data, in the data field we are inserting the data item, and then we are checking if head equals to null. That means the list is a empty list. So empty list means what? The new node that we want to insert now it will be the first node. Now it will be the first node. Okay, so if this is the first node, then the pointer adjustment also should be done in that way. So how to do that? You see, if head equals to null, then head equals to ptr, okay, and then ptr arrow next equals to head we have to do, okay, and then else, come to the else part, okay. So this else part is, in this case, there are some, I mean, there are more number of nodes in the linked list. Okay, so there are more than one nodes in the linked list, and we want to insert at the end. Okay, so this is that case. So here, what to do? We have to traverse the list. So how to do that? First, assign the head to the temp. So temp equals to head, and then use the loop, while loop. While temp arrow next not equals to head, you do this temp equals to temp arrow next. And when this condition will be false, at that time temp will point to the last node, and then you do this temp arrow next equals to ptr, and ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay, so this way we can insert a new node at the end of the um, circular singly linked list. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to the circular doubly linked list. So circular doubly linked list, in this case, the first node points to the last node, and the last node points to the first node. Okay, you can see here, this is the first node and this is the last node. Now this last node is pointing to the first node, and first node is also pointing to the last node. That means the next field of the last node should contain address of the first node, and previous field of the first node should contain address of the last node. So this should happen in circular doubly linked list. Okay, and one more thing you should remember, that in case of a circular linked list, whether it may be your circular singly linked list or circular doubly linked list, there is no null value. Okay, null value is not used. Is there any null value here, students?
No, sir.
No, there is no null value here. Okay, because the next field of the last node is pointing to the first node, and previous field of the first node is pointing to the this last node. Okay, so that's why there is no null value, and this is a circular, this is bidirectional circular. Okay, so this is circular in both the directions. Okay, okay. So in circular doubly linked list, it is circular in both the directions, and the next pointer of the last node, this next pointer of the last node points to the first node. You can see this pointing to the first node, and the previous pointer of the first node points to the last node, this one. Okay. Now create operation of a circular doubly linked list with single node. I can see this is the doubly linked list with single node. Can see. So this is the first node and this is the last node also. So can you tell me what will be the value of this next field and this previous field? Can you tell me? If there is only one node in the circular doubly linked list, tell me, students.
Sir, head.
Yes. So this next field, because this is point, this node will point, this next field will be pointing to the same node, first node, and this previous field also point to this first node. So next, this next value will be head and previous value will also be head. Okay, because head contains address of this node. Yes or no? So this next field will contain address of this node, and this previous field also will contain address of this node, and address of this node is present in head. Okay. Now this is the uh, structure for the doubly linked list. Okay, previous field, next field, and data. Okay, and this head is declared here, and then you can see ptr pointer is declared of the structure type, and the node is created here, and we're printing the message if a node is not created. Else, come to the else part here. Suppose node is created, then come to the else part here. Enter the value, I mean data value, this data value, enter. So that is entered here using scanf function. Then ptr arrow data. Okay, ptr arrow data, that is equal to item. And then head equals to ptr. So this node's address is assigned to this head. Okay, and then we will update this next field and previous field. So how that is done? So ptr arrow next equals to head and ptr arrow previous equals to head. Okay, so this way we can create it circular doubly linked list with single node only. Is that clear or any doubt? Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll do the insert operation, insertion in circular doubly linked list at the end. So how to do this? Can anyone tell me? If you want to insert at the end, then you have to traverse the list and go to the last node, and then you can insert. Yes or no? So how to do that? How to traverse? By using this code. So temp equals to head. Starting from the first node, we'll traverse. First node's address is present in head. So temp equals to head. And then while temp next is not equals to head. While temp next is not equals to head, what to do? This one. Temp equals to temp arrow next we have to do. So this way we will come to the last node. That means the temp will point to the last node. And now you create this node. So this node is created. This is the new node and its address is present in ptr. Okay, and then we will update this value. This field will update, this field will update, this field will update. Yes or no? And this field also will be updated. Okay, so how that is done, you see, by using this code we come to here. The temp pointer is pointing to this node now. Okay, this is the old link and this is the new link. Okay, so how that is done, you see here, uh, we have to update this one. This field we have to update, this field we have to update, this field we have to update. Okay, and this field also we have to update. Okay, so you see, temp arrow next, temp is pointing to this node, so temp arrow next means what? This field. So here what should be present here? Temp arrow next, it should contain what?
PTR's address.
ptr's address, so that is ptr. Okay, so temp arrow next equals to ptr. Then ptr arrow previous. Ptr arrow previous means what? This one. So this should contain what? Temp. This node's address. So this node's address is present in temp. That is done here. So ptr arrow previous equals to temp. And then head arrow previous. Head arrow previous. So head arrow previous means what? This field, because this one also we have to update. So head arrow previous means what? Head is pointing to this node. So head arrow previous means what? This field. So this should contain what? Tell me. This should contain what?
A PTR.
ptr last node's address. So that is done here. So head arrow previous equals to ptr. Okay. Then ptr next equals to this one. So this should contain what? ptr next. This should contain what? This this field should
Sir,
contain
head
head.
address.
Head. So that is done here. So ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay. So this is how we can insert at the end of a doubly circular doubly linked list. Okay. Any question? Okay. Since there is, move into the next slide. So this is the C function for insertion in a circular doubly linked list at the end. This is the function name. So here node is created and we are checking if the node is created or not. So if node is not created, if ptr value is null, then print this message overflow. Else you check whether the list is empty list or not. Okay. So first of all, the data is assigned to the data field ptr arrow data equals to item, and then we are checking whether it is empty list or not. So if head equals to null, that means empty list. So if it is an empty list, then the newly inserted node will be now the first node. It will be the first node and last node. Okay. So how to do that? So head equals to ptr we have to do, and then ptr arrow next equals to head, and ptr arrow previous equals to head. Okay. So that is done. This is for if there is no node, the list is empty. So we are inserting the new node as the first and last node. And then the other case, this one, else part. So in else part, if there are some nodes, if there are more number of nodes in the circular doubly linked list, then what to do? So we have to traverse the list, go to the last node, and then we can insert. So how to do that is, see, temp equals to head, and then while temp arrow next not equals to head, what to do? Temp equals to temp arrow next we have to do. And this way, temp will go to the last node when this condition will be false. So when this condition will be false, at that time temp will point to the last node, and then we can do this temp arrow next equals to ptr, then ptr arrow previous equals to temp, head arrow previous equals to ptr, and ptr arrow next equals to head. Okay, this one we have already discussed in the previous slide. And then you can just print this message node insert. Okay, so this is how we can insert a new node at the end of the circular doubly linked list. Okay, any question? Okay, since there is no question, I'm moving to the next slide. Now, the next operation is deletion in the circular doubly linked list at the end. Okay, so here we will delete the last node of the circular doubly linked list. This is a circular doubly linked list, and this is the last node. And if you want to delete this node, then what will happen? After this node is deleted, what will be the value of this field? This is the second last node. Okay, if you delete this node, so what will be the value of this node? What we have to update? We have to update this field, yes or no? And this field also we have to update. Now, what should be present here? Oh, this field should contain what? Can you tell me?
Sir,
After
head.
deleting this node, yeah, this should contain head. Okay, and this should contain what? This should contain what?
Sir, address of the second last
Second
node.
last node. Okay, now how to do that? First of all, we have to use the we have to traverse the list from first to the last node. Okay, so how to do that is, see, ptr equals to head, we're starting from this first node, and then if ptr arrow next not equals to head, okay, this is the condition for the last node. If ptr arrow next not equals to head, then what to do? Just do this, ptr equals to ptr arrow next. And when this condition is terminated, when this condition, when this uh, condition is terminated, okay, actually this should be while. Okay, so while ptr arrow next equal is not equals to head. Okay, so when this condition is false, this ptr will point to the last node. Okay, the ptr will point to the last node. And now we have to update this one and this one. Now how to do that? You see, this field ptr, this field is ptr arrow previous. Okay, so ptr arrow previous means this node, then arrow next, this field equals to head. Okay, and then this one, head arrow previous equals to ptr head arrow previous means this field equals to ptr arrow previous. Ptr arrow previous means this node's address that is done here, and then repeat it. Okay, is that clear? Here it should be while. Okay, instead of if, here it will be while. Okay, any questions, student? Any questions, students?
No, sir.
Okay, so with this the linked list is complete. Okay, we discussed single linked list, doubly linked list, and um, circular single linked list, circular double linked list, and all operations we discussed. And the rest operations on this circular double linked list, circular linked list, we will do that in the lab. Okay, we'll discuss in the lab. And also the Stark implementation of Stark implementation of queue using linked list, we'll discuss that in lab. Okay, and from the next theory class we'll start the non-linear data structure tree and graph. Okay, This is the C function for deletion operation in circular doubly linked list. Okay. Yes, this should be Y. Okay, it will be Y. Then application of linked list. Okay, implementation of stacks and queues, implementation of graphs. Okay, dynamic memory allocation. Okay, maintaining directory of the names. So all these are the applications of linked list. Okay. So any questions, students? Any question? Hmm?
सर अगर लीनियर लिंक लिस्ट में हम लोग सारा कुछ ऑपरेशन कर सकते हैं तो फिर सर्कुलर क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं?
सर्कुलर में इसलिए यूज कर रहे हैं कि अगर मान लो कि तुम्हें फर्स्ट नोड को आना है, ठीक है, तो तुम डायरेक्टली इफ यू वांट टू कम टू द फर्स्ट नोड डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द लास्ट नोड, देन यू कैन यूज दिस सर्कुलर लिंक लिस्ट। या तो फिर अगर तुम्हें फर्स्ट से डायरेक्टली लास्ट नोड को जाना है तो तुम यूज कर सकते हो क्या, सर्कुलर डबली लिंक लिस्ट। अगर सर्कुलर यूज नहीं करोगे तो तुम्हें पूरा ट्रैवर्स करके, मान लो तुम्हें लास्ट तक जाना है तो तुम्हें ट्रैवर्स करके जाना पड़ेगा पहले से लास्ट तक, ठीक है ना। या तो फिर लास्ट से पहले नोड को आना है तो तुम्हें पूरा लास्ट से पूरा ट्रैवर्स करके आना पड़ेगा पहले नोड को। समझ रहे हो मेरी बात?
यस
सारे
सर।
नोड्स को सीक्वेंशियली ट्रैवर्स करके आना पड़ेगा, स्किप तो नहीं कर सकते ना, है कि नहीं।
यस सर।
और ये आरए तो नहीं है ना, आरए में क्या कर सकते हो कि डायरेक्टली रैंडमली एक्सेस कर सकते हो इंडेक्स यूज करके, है कि नहीं। यहाँ पर तुम्हें पूरा ट्रैवर्स करना पड़ेगा, एक के बाद एक जाना पड़ेगा, है कि नहीं।
यस सर।
सो फॉर दी ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? Any other questions, friends? Okay,
नो सर।
so I'm ending the meeting. Okay, see you in the next class.